Yeah, I got to say, it's gone better so far than I thought it would. Nope. I thought this was going to be instant implosion. Like, I did not see how this would work. And I really give all the credit to James Harden. Like, when Kyrie was like,
I did not foresee him to do that. I did not foresee him taking the step back and sacrificing the most out of this. Well, right? I didn't foresee that.
Well, the interesting part is he's kind of sacrificed, but not really. He sacrificed the shots, but he hasn't really sacrificed the control. And this was a reminder that this is the role he played in Oklahoma City. When he was on the floor with Westbrook and Durant, he was the facilitator. Like, that was the one thing I thought when they first did this. I thought that he had been playing that ISO ball in Houston for so long that he wouldn't be able to snap back into being this other player. But he seemed to come in, look around, and realize, kind of like LeBron did, like, I'm going to have to be the point guard. Kyrie just 6'1". You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kyrie was not 6'1", we would not be talking about him as a point guard.
Right. You know, I need to make a phone call because I need to know. Like, a lot of credit has to be given to those three. But I've always said, while Mike is not a hold you accountable type of dude, and I've never been around Steve as a coach, but that wasn't his style as a leader of our team. Both of those dudes, like Mike's ability to get the most out of what's put in front of him offensively. Like, if he were a chef, you could hand him some real low-grade ingredients, and offensively, he's going to cook you up some shit. Like, he's good at that. So I wonder how much of that is organically those dudes figuring out, or if there's some input there from all of that coaching staff in that regard.
That's a good question, because I would be honest with you. I feel like I could coach the dudes to 125 points a game, and they ain't got to play no defense. Let me show you this list of plays right here. This is the list of plays. It is this empty sheet that I have in front of you. Just go out there. Like, Kevin Durant came back, and I understand why he's so frustrated that we don't call him the best. Because I just can't imagine being that good at anything in the world at 7 feet tall. And he's slim, but he's like 7 feet tall, 230, 240 pounds. Like, he's not a tiny man.
You can't tell me, like, if I'm Kevin Durant and I've beaten and outplayed LeBron in 2 series, right? And I've clearly outplayed him, right? You can't tell me that I'm not the best in the league, bro. You can't tell me that.
And we did. And it made him miserable. I understand exactly where that last year, dog, that last year in Golden State, I didn't like the way that he was kicking it, but I can't pretend like he didn't understand. He thought it was a very simple quid pro quo.
Bro, did you see him against the Clippers the first round, bro? Did you see him the first round against Lou and Pat Bev, where he's just dealing, bro? He's like, the game is so easy to him.
After my favorite quote from him ever, one of my 10 favorite quotes ever, y'all know me, I'm Kevin Durant.
And it's one thing to say that, and then
it wasn't even arrogant. It was like, no, I feel you. You're right, right? And then he went out there and ate them up. In that game where he blew out the Achilles, he went out there and he ate them up. And he thought it was very simple. I'm going to go to Golden State. I'm going to win these rings. I'm going to beat LeBron. And y'all going to say that I'm the best player in the world. And that would have happened except for one thing. It's Steph Curry's fault. It's all Steph Curry's fault. And it's
Which is weird because Steph was the one like, yo, you can have this stage when it was in the Bay. Yeah.
But Steph messed it up for him before he even got there. What happened was 2016, Stephen Curry had what might be the best offensive season any player has ever had in NBA history, right? It's augmented by the three-point line and everything that comes with that. But when you go look at them advanced numbers and everything else, there are not many seasons that have beaten Steph Curry. And 2016 was the first time that we started to get the nerve to be like,
Steph might be the best player in the league.
He might be better than LeBron, right? and we got into it, and a lot of people started to believe it. And then LeBron came back from 3-1, and I normally don't talk about one player as a whole team, but LeBron came back from 3-1, and we ain't fixed our lips not one time to say anybody was better than LeBron. Giannis has won the MVP in back-to-back years and won all those games with teams where the second best player is Chris Middleton. He is maybe the best defensive player in the league. LeBron ain't played no defense since 2013. Not a damn one of us is going to say he's a better player than LeBron because Steph messed it up.
And it's crazy because it's clear when we all watch it when Kevin plays LeBron because he's into it. He's playing defense. He's talking shit. But he's clear in 2 finals. He's clearly outplayed him, bro. Like it's not even a thing. Like it's not even if you look at it from the eye test.
Well, think about this. When Kevin Durant won the MVP in 2014, this was coming off LeBron winning four out of 5, there was no question who was the better player in the NBA that season. It was Kevin Durant. Yeah. Like he was the best player in the NBA in a way where in a different world, like if he had a ring by then or something like that, we would have really had a who's better, LeBron or Kevin Durant discussion. But we didn't even entertain it. This dude is like, what else in the world could I possibly do to make y'all say I'm the best player in the league? And the answer is nothing. There's literally nothing you can do, buddy.
I'm trying to figure it out because I think one theory that I've heard is that his game is just so like, it's not even simple, bro, but it's just like, it's so effective that we don't even trip. I remember watching games of Kevin where it's like, oh, he has 40? Like, I don't even see it. Look, and I don't know why, but he balls out against not even just LeBron. He balls out against Kawhi. He balls out against Giannis when they go out one-on-one. I don't get it.
Look, man, we ain't so far down the line that we gonna start acting like a 7-foot-tall 2-guard is not the most incredible thing that we have ever seen. Like all these bigs that we call like these unicorn type players, not a one of them yet has Kevin Durant's perimeter game. Not a one.
That's true. I do think he gets a step closer with finals appearances with different organizations, right? Like, because Kevin Durant is way more versatile offense. Like Kevin Durant is a whole nother conversation, right? LeBron does other things. They kind of outweigh some of the things Kevin Durant does. But in terms of what LeBron does to organizations is he brings finals appearances.
Yep.
Like you take him out of one and he's going to bring you a finals appearance, right? Like that's where Kevin Durant, I think, could close the gap as he moves, to Brooklyn. It's like if you become a finals appearance bringer to organizations, I think that creeps closer, whether we get to a point where we can admit that or not, like in the next few years. But I think
I don't think we're going to ever admit that for that. Kevin's better than LeBron.
But think about this, right? Because LeBron got to do this in the East, and that comes with some of its qualifications, right? But from 2012 to 2019, Vinny Goodwill makes this point. 2012 to 2019, a healthy Kevin Durant made the Western Conference Finals every season, and we just don't notice.